So today I'll be teaching you how to shade smoothly with your graphite pencils, and that's in an easy way. But before we dive right in, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you're a returning viewer, I say thank you. If you're a new viewer, you're welcome. This is ShadeRight, and I take my time step by step to explain all that you need to improve your art. If you haven't seen my video titled Improve Your Art in 2022, you should try to see that once you're done with this. So let's dive right in. What I'm actually doing in this place is to add my first layer to this portion where I'm shading. Now the pencil I'm using at this point is the Nataraj 2B. Nataraj 2B pencil. It's a graphite pencil, and I use it to layer first, and you can see that I'm shading very lightly so that it's almost impossible to see what is there, like, oh, is there really anything I'm shading there? Now the purpose of this is to ensure that the teeth of the paper is filled. It's more like you're laying a very good foundation for your building, so you have to lay a very smooth layer as your first one if you will get something smooth as your outcome. Now after shading with this Nataraj 2B for my first layer, the next thing that I will do is to bring in my tissue paper, the usual tissue paper. Yes, you blend, it's preferable you blend in a circular motion as you can see me do here. It's using the tissue paper helps you to cover a larger area at a time, and then it also helps you to have a very smooth texture. Now you see what I'm doing again is bringing in the 2B again, just to layer up some parts, because layering is very important if you must achieve a smooth tone without using your blending stuff or charcoal powder or graphite powder. So you must learn to be patient in building your tones through layers. Build your tones through layers. Yes. Now let's take it as fast as possible now, since it's basically the same thing I'm repeating here, just layering again with my Nataraj 2B and then blending with the tissue paper. So stay tuned for the next tip I'll bring up. Okay, next is that I bring in my 3B pencil for the next layer. This is too light for us to say, oh, this is where we are going. Look at the other tones. So we still have a darker tone to reach. So this is the Kimberly 3B graphite pencil. Kimberly 3B graphite pencil. I should put the list of my materials also in the description box. Do well to check them out. Okay, so the next layer is what I'm doing here with the Kimberly 3B graphite pencil, and I'm doing that also very lightly, not adding pressure on the pencil. Ensure that you're shading. Yes, sometimes I use different methods in my shading, just like I mentioned in one of my videos, that you can use more than one method, more than one technique, even in just one drawing. Like a part of this now, I've used circularism, used arching, cross arching, and so on like that. Sometimes it's just like, oh, you have a very small part, and if you arch, it may go outside and then things get spoiled, but you can easily use your circularism at the edges. So that's what I did earlier. So just layer here, and then just like I said, most times after my first or second layer, which is with the 2B pencil, the other layers I blend with a soft brush, and here is what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing also here, blending with a soft mounted brush. You don't have to add pressure, you're already building in layers. So just keep building until you get to that tone that you want. You see, I'm just shading lightly, and that in a circular pattern also. Well, that's not really significant for me, it may for you. We can decide, but just make sure you don't blend your shading to become rough. That is the thing that matters in this case. So stay tuned for the next update, for the next tip I'll give. Once again, if you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to this channel. It promises to bring you more value, and one of these days we'll talk about opportunities for artists, where you get to know how you sell your works after you have improved. So you should stay tuned also for that by subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you get a prompt when I post a new video. So enjoy the video. Now the next tip I'll give you is this. When you're shading, just like I'm doing now, don't go to the edge of your drawing to now start lining it. Like, oh, you want to demarcate the edge with a line. No, once you started shading, just keep shading around the edges until you meet that tone. Don't make use of lines. When you bring in lines, you will kill, let me use that word, the realism there, and then you start making it look like a cartoon. So don't trace out the edges after you started shading. Just build up tones around it so that it blends with the other tone. That's the key to realism. Again, you blend with your brush, and then you keep doing this on and on, and then you can see here's the final results. Just bringing it to you, like letting you understand, letting you see what it looked like after I was done doing all that I did. And you can also check out my Instagram page for more details about the work, the captions. It's titled Foresight, and you get to know more. My Instagram account is at Josh_D_artist. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.